What's going on, everybody? I'm Caleb Ocho, also known as NFL Caleb 22, and this is Betting the NFL week number 17. And I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas. We all watched two games today: the Chiefs and the Texans, the Ravens and the Chiefs and the Steelers. Who was it? The Chiefs, Steelers, Ravens, Texans, whatever. Yeah, Ravens, Texans, Chiefs, Steelers. That's what it was. My goodness. Not very exciting games. Two kind of dominant victories for the Chiefs and the Ravens. So if you betted on that and you bet on the right teams, well, I'm glad for you guys. But you had an extra very Merry Christmas. But we're going to keep on making you all money. And that's what we do on this show. That's the goal. We make you guys money with our picks. And so the good times are going to keep on rolling. Only have a couple more weeks of the season, but that we will go all the way to the Super Bowl with this show, as we do every single year, giving you our best knowledge and insight on our bets. And that's what we're going to do with this episode as well, as we always do. Go through. We'll recap what happened last week. We'll go through our bets this upcoming week, and we'll have a lot of fun doing it. But like I said, we'll start with what happened in week number 16. And the favorites straight up went 12-4 against the spread. They went 12-4. Home teams 11-5 against the spread, 11-5. So very even on the straight up and against the spread. Over unders, 10 overs, 6 unders. So a lot of points scored there. In week 16, favorites overall got a little bit come back, doing better later in the season than they had for most of the season. They're about 169 and 71 straight up, 125, 108, and 7 against the spread. Home team straight up 126, 114, and just 110 and 123 and 7 against the spread. So still not great. 125 overs and 111 unders. So big edge to the overs. More points have been scored this season than probably a couple in recent seasons. So that's something to keep hitting those overs, hit the overs, still hit the road teams. Because there's still, even despite what happened this past week, I still don't think that trend is going to continue with the home teams, nor with the favorites. I still think road teams and underdogs are still probably your better bet than home teams. But what's going on? I say what's up to Davon. I appreciate your grind consistency, gentlemen. Oh, DWeezy is not here with me. Obviously he's good, probably celebrating Christmas himself. But I don't stop. I don't take days off. Because my job is to make you guys money, and that's what I'll continue to do, no matter what day it is, Christmas, New Year's, doesn't matter. I'm here to give you my bets and win you guys money. That's what we do. All right. As for my record in week 16, I did terrible again. 1-4. Best pick was my only win was the Rams -3 at the Jets. Even this one, I had to sweat it out for a while, as it was close and low scoring all the way through. Rams didn't really get their passing game going, that's pretty much like their main thing is getting into their receivers, Cup and Nakua. But every pass was short. But what really worked for them was having a good ground game with Kyron Williams having 122 yards and touchdown. Jets were not able to score because they kept going for it on fourth down, and they couldn't convert. And they turned it over 3 times on downs, missed a field goal, lost a fumble. Stikes killed them, and I'm glad that they did, because it got me my only win, only positive thing of the week. As for the rest of the games, pretty bad. But my worst pick was the Steelers plus 6.5 at the Ravens. Yeah, it was kind of surprising for me. Just going by the recent history, Steelers have been beating the Ravens lately, but so I was pretty surprised at the results of the Ravens just pretty much dominating the game. It was tied at 17-17. So I felt good. I felt good in the third quarter, getting 6.5 points. It's about tied. You don't think they're going to, run away with it, but that's exactly what happened. The Ravens pulled away due to the Steelers starting to make mistakes, and the Ravens capitalizing. Derrick Henry obviously ran all over the defense, and Lamar threw 3 touchdowns. So not a great pick for me. Not a good day overall, but we're going to keep trying to get better because that's what we do. We always learn from our mistakes and try and make things better for you all. But now, before we get into our bets of the week, if you guys can hit that like button on this video, you can, if you have any questions about betting, you can leave it in the comments section down below. Love to answer any of the questions that you might have about betting. And then if you really want to support us, join Ko-Fi or Coffee, however you want to say, and join whatever tier that suits you. I would definitely appreciate that. And I just appreciate you all for tuning in, even on this Christmas day. All right. Now we will get into the 5 bets of the week, 5 best bets of the week. And I'm going to start with the Chargers -4 at the New England Patriots. Chargers have shown they can beat up on some bad teams, and I expect them to do the same here. I don't think under Jim Harbaugh they will play down their competition or play down to the Patriots level or anything like that. I think they will go in there, take care of business, and do what they got to do to really dominate this bad Patriots team. I think they will be able to run on their kind of weaker run defense. It's about bottom half of the league, and be able to get it downfield when they need to, with Justin Herbert. They are going across the country. That's always a fear. West Coast team going to the East Coast, but we've talked about it all season so much that road teams have been hitting a lot, and then home field advantage doesn't really matter too much anymore. And the Chargers are always pretty much always a real team, even their home stadium, because they don't really got that many fans. So most of the breakaway teams do fill up their stadium, and it's like they're playing on the road all the time. So I don't think that's going to affect them too much. Chargers 7-2 last 9 games, 10-4-1 this season. Patriots just 2-3-1 at home, 6-8-1 this season. So they've been pretty bad against the spread. So I don't like their chances at all to cover. And that's why I'm picking the Chargers. All right. Now we got the next bet. I got my Dallas Cowboys +9 at the Eagles. We will have to see whether Jalen Hurts will play or not. His status as of right now is still up in the air as he goes through the concussion protocol. He left the game early in the game last week against the Commanders, as they got upset. If he doesn't play, I feel really good about getting 9 points because I think it'll be a very close game. Our defense has been playing well, getting after the quarterback, and you saw that we got after Baker Mayfield a lot, and we've been doing that since Micah Parsons got back from his injury. They obviously want to try to, get Barkley the ball. Obviously, he wants to break the record bad, so they're going to lean on him and they're going to lean on him even more so if Jalen Hurts doesn't play. So, I think, but in the last matchup, he only got 66 yards against the Cowboys, and that's when we were bad rush defense, and he didn't really do much in that matchup. So I believe that, and we're playing better rush defense now, and so I think we'll be able to contain him. Cooper Rush has, looked good getting the ball downfield. He's better on the deep field, deep passes. And Dowdle didn't have a good game last week, but I think he'll be able to bounce back, and he'll have to get it going if we want to at least keep it close against the Eagles. And I expect I expect the Cowboys to play hard, even though we're eliminated from the playoffs. We knew we were eliminated from the playoffs last week, and we still went out there and kicked ass, tried as hard as possible to win that game, and we end up winning that game. So I expect the same this game as well. I picked the Eagles last week, and the 1 week that I picked the Eagles, of course they lose. I always bet against them, and they proved me wrong. But when one time I bet with them, I lose. So I'm not gonna do that again. Betting against them once again. Dallas 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games. Philly only 3-4 at home against the spread. So I definitely like the Cowboys' chances of coming a very big 9-point spread in the divisional matchup. So that's what we're going to go with. Next, we got the Seahawks -3.5 at the Bears. Now, I don't usually pick Thursday night games. I usually stay away from them because a lot of weird stuff happens early in the season. I like, getting all my bets in on one day. But, seeing that we already had 2 games on Wednesday, there's obviously less choices to make. Let's get them to pick from. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the Thursday night game. Taking the Seahawks to win this game. So I think they'll be much more motivated than the Bears, who have been eliminated from the playoffs for a long time now. The Bears haven't really played better since firing their coach, and their offense has been pretty flat. The Bears have lost 9 straight games. They don't really know how to win a game anymore. The Seahawks are the better team, both sides of the ball. And I usually do not pick. I usually do pick the Seahawks. I've been picking them a lot this season. So I've been winning. It's mixed results. I've been winning a lot with them lately. Maybe not so much early in the season, but the Seahawks are 4-2 in their last 6 games against the spread. 4-1-1 on the road. Bears just 2-6-1 in spread in the last 9 games. They have not in this losing streak. Obviously, they've not been covering as well against the spread. So I definitely like the Seahawks' chances of covering a 3.5-point spread. Now, I got the next bet. I got the Panthers +8 at the Buccaneers. Yes, I'm picking my co-host's team when he's not here. So that's a shame. But I do like them in this game. Buccaneers need this game as much as they needed it last game, and they failed to win. They didn't play good enough to beat my Cowboys. Bucs are the better team, but I don't think if they I don't think they've been playing better than the Panthers the last 4 to 6 weeks. Cardinals found that out when they lost some, got eliminated in overtime against them last week. I think they will continue to build off their success and cover a big 8-point spread. Panthers are 6-1 against the spread last 7 games. So definitely like their chances to cover an 8-point spread. Liking these big numbers in these divisional matchups. That seems to always favor the underdogs in those situations in these divisional matchups, divisional rivalries. They don't like each other. They get after it. They play closer games than the spread might suggest. So I like picking the underdogs in those situations. And usually it does turn out in the underdog's favor because the spreads are just so damn big. But now, I got for my 5th bet of the week, I got the Lions -8 at the San Francisco 49ers. Lions may have a beaten up defense, but the 49ers are beaten up everywhere. The Lions are fighting for that number 1 seed. I think they have the advantage on all sides of the ball, go special teams, with as an explosive an offense as they have, and the way that they can put up points. 4 points doesn't seem, or 3 points in this case, does not seem like a lot to cover. I don't think the 49ers have enough to go back and forth scoring with them. I don't think they'll be able to keep pace, and they will not be able to outscore them. Lions 12-5 last 17 games against the spread, 6-1 on the road this year. 49ers are just 1-6 against the spread last 7 games, 5-10 on the season. They are a terrible covering team, and there's no way they're going to cover against the Lions. Lions are too good, playing too well, and they're too good of a team. Even though that defense is a little shaky now, very, very battered and injured. But it's not going to matter against this 49ers team that's ready to go home and pack it all up. So those are my bets of the week, my 5 best bets. Hopefully we get back on a winning track and we'll win some money here. But thank you all for watching this episode. And as always, well, before I say that, you can find me at NFL Caleb 22 on Instagram and Twitter /X. And you can find me on this channel on Fridays, 3 o'clock. Good friends, battle rivals, talking Cowboys, talking Giants. So tune in for that. But like I always say, let's get ready to make that money.